Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
You're listening to the sounds of Trinidad and Tobago.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Make that move now this festive season to your new home address at GHS Housing Estate. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3 and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota Mall. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it.
Some people who have been infected with COVID-19 report still not being themselves weeks later. To help us explore when and how people can get help, I have two doctors with me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Wilson.
I'm Dr. Donald Palmer, and I'm an immunologist. COVID-19 is still with us and making people ill every day. But it's not too late for all adults to book their first or second NHS COVID-19 vaccination. To get these vaccinations while they are still available and protect yourself and those around you, visit nhs.uk/COVID vaccination or call 119.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Okay, then, and so welcome, good evening, and welcome to the Property Hour Show live on Star Radio UK this and every Thursday from the hours of 7 p.m. UK time to 8 p.m. But hey, tonight we will do a bit of extension, about a quarter of an hour to cover for the slight delay to the start of the program. But then let me say a big thank you to our sponsors who have made it possible for us to be here this very evening, and depending on where you are in the Americas, possibly it's afternoon time, and good afternoon to you, our viewers in the States and also in Africa, across the globe. Basically, you know that we have very good listeners and loyal listeners also across the continent of Australia, and then not to talk about our China listeners who we miss so much. We'll be doing a program on some of the things that you have put forward for us to talk about, and we'll discuss that with the team. So thank you for joining us, and tonight it's myself, KB Bossman, your host. My co-host is not here. Vicky Newton is not here tonight. Vicky, more power to you. But then tonight it's a very special night because we've got to talk about something that is, brand new, something that has never happened, something that has never taken place in on the continent, if possibly, I believe on the continent of Africa, but it's starting from the gateway to Africa in Ghana, Accra to be precise, and none other than a woman that is set by the inspiration that she's always had to make it happen, not just for herself, but to also impact and be significant in her calling or in her assignment, if I can put it that way. And so I'll be introducing my guests who have joined me all the way across the ocean, and they are relaxing in the sun. But the good news is that we're also enjoying the sun, so we are cool. We are on the same page. But hey, you know what? The good news is that we're streaming on almost all social media platforms. Please do us a favor. We're streaming on Twitter. It's at Star Radio UK, on Periscope, also on TuneIn Radio. We are live on www.starradiouk.com, and also on our amazing interactive app you can download and listen on the go. On Android or Apple, you can download and listen on the go. We're streaming live on Facebook, couple of pages: Star Radio UK Global, Star Radio UK fan page, Archie Hammond Facebook page, KB Bossman Facebook page, and also we're streaming on what? Okay, Insta is not activated yet, so please forgive us. But then we are almost on every single social media platform. But tonight, what are we talking about? I'm super excited when we talk about women in the real estate industry. Now, this time round, it's something brand new, and you can always hear it on the Property Hour Show on Star Radio UK. And guess what? And guess who is championing this? And the main person, I'm just going around. I'm going to land. Just calm down for me. I'm going to land. You know how I do it here. She's the CEO of Ewells Realty and Consultancy. This woman is doing some marvelous work on the continent of Africa, the West Coast, and in Ghana, the former Gold Coast. So she's none other than Hannah Atiasi, and Hannah is being joined by the Vice President of Cecil Global Limited, that's Danswa Adoti, and also Abba Amwa. And Abba is the CEO and lead consultant, BDZ Properties Limited. And you know what? As we go for the break, during the break, I'll play what is happening. Even though we're going to discuss, we have some videos to play, and you can't afford to miss this. You've got less than 48 hours to register virtual. There's no excuse if you happen not to be in Ghana at the moment. The good news is that it's just a couple of just under 100 cities. So virtually you can partake, and as a woman, get involved. Most especially if you're an African woman, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. So you know what, let's get the ball rolling, and let me welcome my guests who are all set, as beautiful as they are. Vicky, I'm missing Vicky here. Oh my, Vicky, my co-host, because it looks like I'm the only man that's hanging in there. But ladies, good evening and welcome to the Property Hour show.
Good evening. Thank you for having us.
Hi, good evening. It's good to be here.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you. You're looking as pretty as ever, ladies, and thank you for the opportunity to host you and also to talk about women in real estate, the African women. And we'll dive a little bit about the African women and the new age. What is happening in Africa? Is there a wave? What is happening? So we'll get a bit more into that. But I'll start off with Hannah, as she has been the brain behind all this setup. Hannah, once again, you're welcome. You're not a stranger. You're not a visitor, but then you are more or less somebody who say you're one of us. But Hannah, how did this come about? Is there a dream? Is there a vision, ambition? What is it?
Thank you so much for having us tonight, Bossman. We appreciate the opportunity. And I think for a while now, especially in Ghana and across the continent, we have noticed that, women are not in the forefront of real estate. It's a male-dominated sector, and only about 14% of women venture into real estate, whereas overseas you see at least 64% of women in real estate. So myself and Danswa and Abba just came together, and we want to really change the narrative, not only in Ghana but across the continent. Wow. We want to encourage more women to begin to look at various career paths in real estate, and also to look at real estate as an investment. Only 8.1% of women actually own land in the African continent, which is a very, very low amount. So we are here with this vision to just change the narrative.
So let me get this right. You said only 8.1 what?
8.1%.
8.1% of women own lands. Okay.
Own properties. Yes, own properties in Africa. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, but there has to be a change. So it's not fair. It's not fair on women. So please, we'll push you to get that narrative change. But then, as you rightly said, let me go to Abba. Abba, in terms of the African women and talking about real estate, you have a bit of experience. What is your take and your background, and also looking at the percentage that Hannah just mentioned, 8.1%? Is it fair enough? I know the answer, but
Well, I'm glad you do. So it is not fair, to answer your question. And if you're talking of experience, even in the classroom, right from KNUST, every class I've been in, the number of women or girls compared to boys have always been less. From my land economy class to my facilities management class, we always have a lower representation of women as compared to men.
On the field, it's no different. In Ghana, for instance, in the construction industry, only 3%, very abysmal, 3% of women are into construction. And I keep saying that if you see a woman at a construction site, chances are that she's offering catering services. She's selling food to the men who are on the ground. And so, like Hannah rightly said, we are poised to change the narrative. We've come together. It takes women, to change this narrative. If 3 of us can come together and organize a conference to empower women to enter into real estate, 10 women can put resources together and build a gated community. 20 women, can build a city. And so it has to start from somewhere. And so that's why we are in this.
I love that. I'm going to this interview is going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to go to Danswa, and Danswa, there's one ABBA just her submission. One thing I picked up is coming together. Now, it's been for how many decades that I've been on earth, it's been very, very, very challenging. I believe that the African is so rich, not just rich but wealthy, but because of that lack of unity. Now, where did this come from? Why now that 3 ladies, professionals in the industry, coming together? What changed?
Well, thanks, Bossman. What I would say is that our world is a lot smaller now because of technology, and smaller in the sense that we have access to more information. We can leverage off networks in a more efficient way. I have worked with Hannah about 10 years ago. We worked together in the same space. Through Hannah, I met Abba and realized that Abba and I both went to KNUST. And honestly, without the technological advancements that we live in now, I probably wouldn't have known Abba. I had the opportunity to work with Hannah. And so I would say technology has played a role, and it has also empowered us to do a lot more. And I would base that on my personal journey. Because a lot of what we're talking about, whether it's fair or not, really boils down to representation. People are empowered to do things when they see people who look like them, have the same experiences as them, do that. In my personal real estate journey, I was always looking for that other person I could look up to. And oftentimes, especially for women, when they don't see that, they think that, well, that's the end of the road. This is as far as I can go. And so we thank God for all the technological advancements that opens us up to what other people are doing, people who are the same as you, the same color as you, the same gender as you, and are doing marvelous and amazing things. And I bumped into Hannah after several years, and my first comment was, I've been watching you closely, because I had been seeing things that she'd been doing on LinkedIn. And so without a platform as LinkedIn, what I would have no idea. All I would know is that once upon a time, I worked with this lady in an organization. And so we are leveraging off technology, we are leveraging off network to be the face of real estate, right? To let people know that as a woman, you can rise in real estate. You can forge a path that others may have already gone but nobody knows about. But you can also forge your own path. And you have others who have gone ahead of you, whether it's in the exact same sphere or slightly different, who can lead you and guide you. And that is the whole essence of this conference, to let people know that, look, there is opportunity. There are people who have done and are doing it, and to lend a hand to those who are yet to come, so that maybe the next time we're on Starr Radio, there'll be 15 of us, right? 15 women doing completely different things.
Amazing.
And so we want to, that really is the heart of it. Technology has given us so much, and we want to use that as leverage to let women know that we are not unique, as in Abba, Hannah, and ourselves in our journey. We are representative of what can be done and what is being done, and let people see that and also strive to do that and so much more.
Powerful, and thank you for that. You don't know what is. I'm somebody I love people coming together, because when the center holds, everything can work. And I believe that we are used to guys, so I was going to say what you guys are doing. Please forgive me. I know that I'm trying.
We're used to it too.
Okay, you're used to it, so that's fine. Well, what you guys are doing, it's amazing. I'm humbled with regards to what you're doing, and so I say kudos to you and congratulations as well. But then I'll go back to Hannah. And Hannah, in regards to this being the maiden edition, and you're looking forward to welcoming, face to face or in person, about 100 women. And why 100? Because we've got there's a joke somebody shared about Nigerians being almost close to about 250 million, and men are 67. So if men are 67, if you do the maths, the women are seriously about almost 3 times the men. So same in Ghana. Why 100? Because I believe that the African Youth in Real Estate was a huge success. I watched it, and you know what? I was inspired. I felt so proud, and great stuff. And I believe that this is going to, if it's not a sellout, it's going to be a sellout. So why 100? But also my follow-up question is that when it comes to what men have done in the industry in Ghana, you have helped shape and bring together some major players in the industry in Ghana, and so there's that platform that you've created. Now, where is this going to sit? Is it going to compete with already set up platforms or other associations or organizations?
Yeah, great. Thanks for the question, and thanks so much for tuning into the African Youth in Real Estate Conference. I appreciate your support, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, we decided, myself, Abba, and Dansois, that, we wanted to start somewhere, and right. We don't despise small beginnings. This is the maiden edition. We wanted to start with 100 women, so that we have not too large a number, but not too small a number, but just enough where we can reach out to all the women in the room. There'll be networking, there'll be opportunities for question and answers, and this I think that this number of people is adequate for that close-knit empowerment, networking sort of environment that we wanted. When you have large crowds, you're not able to engage each other one-on-one. And even after the program, we will have lunch by the pool, so we can continue networking, continue empowering women, continue, with even deal making. We're looking at not just empowering through education, but coming together and building a business network where we can have future transactions with other women who have attended the event. So I think that this is a good number to start where we can engage one another. Okay. And then the follow-up question, I don't think it's competing with any of the platforms. If anything, I think it's complementing the platforms, because I'll give you an example. The African Youth in Real Estate, we selected 10 mentees who are going to start next week, May 22nd. Some will be at BDZ Properties, some will be at Cecil Global, some will be at eWells and various other companies where they will be able to do their internship. So somehow everything is connected, it's integrated, and I think all the platforms will complement each other and not compete in any way.
Awesome. That's great, and thank you for the clarification. It's a plus. Now, with regard, let me go back straight to Abba, and Abba, in terms of the setup, the guest speaker. If we, I know her. I mean, I know what she's done, the work she's done, and all the stuff. Is it because she's a pace-setter that is why you're going for her?
Yes, to a large extent, yes. Because we can count the number, we keep saying this, we can't say it enough, that we can count the number of people, women who are actually in real estate and construction and development for that matter. And Madame Teresa is somebody who we can confidently call a trailblazer in the industry. To put up 1,800 homes is no mean feat. I mean, she's contributed a lot and she's worthy of emulation. Like we rightly said, women want to see other women win. We take pride in that. We take inspiration from that. So if you've seen Madame Teresa doing what she's doing, then you are inspired. You know that it is doable. You are capable of reaching her heights, if not excelling. And so that is why we brought her in to be able to inspire those of us who are already in real estate and even the youth who are looking to enter into real estate. Okay,
and also to as a backup, her time when she started, as you're saying, it was like male dominated. Now, from that point to where we are, I mean, Hannah mentioned 8% of ownership, not to talk about professionals, and to talk about real estate owners or CEOs and all the stuff. Do you believe that the conference can make a huge impact to set a group of women on fire to go all out to make it happen in the industry?
Certainly, I believe, in fact, that is our end goal. That is the aim of this conference, bringing women together to educate, to mentor, to network, and to empower. And so when we look at the lineup of speakers who are going to be speaking for the day, we have women from the different aspects of real estate. Usually when we talk about real estate, people just think it's either building or brokerage. But there are different aspects to real estate. We have interior design, and Malika is coming to speak on that. It's come to educate us, so that anybody who is willing to enter into that field would have the pointers to be able to go by. We have, of course, our very own Hannah, who is going to speak to us about brokerage, and I am speaking on facilities management and valuation of properties. Dansua is speaking on consumer behavior. We have Anne Murungi, who is speaking who is a commercial director at Indigo Homes, who is also speaking. And so we have various aspects. At the end of the day, somebody will take something home. You will gain knowledge. You will learn about investment. You will make a decision. In fact, people called and they said they were not into real estate. I'm like, yes, this is a platform for you to decide to be in real estate, because then once you've heard from the speaker, you can make up your mind as to where you want to be, in the real estate sector, because we are talking about poverty alleviation, not just empowering women. We want to empower them financially. We are alleviating poverty. It's not just an advocacy for just the numbers, but it goes beyond the numbers to poverty alleviation, to empowerment and all of that. And so, yes, there's a whole lineup of benefits that any participants who will be there on Saturday at the African Regent Hotel stands to gain.
Okay, that's powerful. If you've just joined us, you're live on Star Radio UK, and this is the Property Hour show, and where we talk about everything in real estate, in property, as the UK will call it. And this and every Thursday, don't miss it for anything, where we're here to educate, to inform, and to make sure that in the end you will transform. So we're here for you to bring you all the education. If you're looking to invest, if you're looking to learn, if you're looking to hire, don't look no further. Whether in Africa or in the UK, we're here for you. Our sponsors are Kerry's Furniture. If you're looking for furniture, these guys are on 2 continents. And hey, the good news is that the latest store is open in Terma, Community 25, Devtreco Junction, Estate Junction. They're right there. You can't miss it for anything. That huge building, the top oil gas station or petrol station they call it. And also we are sponsored by CIG Properties. That's www.cigpropertyuk.com. Cornerstone International Group Limited. And these guys, if you're looking for investment in Africa or in the UK, look no further. They'll be able to help you and give you the best of advice. Looking for mortgage, both for expatriates and also if you're in the UK, they'll be able to help you. And if you're looking to let or sell, hey, look no further. And also Me Associate are property management company based in Accra, Ghana. And from conception to completion, these guys will take care of business for you. You might have burnt your fingers with all kinds of stories from friends and family. And so, you know what? Look no further. Me Associate will do just that for you. Not to forget our our professional graphic designers, and not just that, they do all kinds of merchandise. If you're looking for pull-up banners or t-shirt, every merchandise, book cover designs, it's got to be M&M concept. Katie and the team will do amazing job for you. Professionals that are doing some global business they're based in Accra, Ghana. So hey, these guys know what they're about. They are trustworthy and they can give you value for money. So we'll give you a bit more information of how you can contact them towards the end of the program, but I'll go back straight to my guest. And you know what is happening? It's on the 20th of May. That's 2 days to go in the African Region Hotel in Accra. They are going to give us a bit more details about that, what is going to transpire in terms of who is also, Abba has given us some of the profiles of who some of the speakers are going to be, who are going to be there. And I'm going to find out from Hannah. Is Danswa still with us? Okay. So, Danswa, are you with us?
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay. So your video is off. That's why. But that's okay. Let me go back to Hannah, and I'll come back to you, Danswa. Hannah, in terms of Saturday, the 20th, the expectation. Abbas talked about the speakers, the end goal, and everything. Why should somebody spare their Saturday and spend it with you guys?
You mentioned the word expectation. What I would say is come with a great expectation.
Right.
Come expecting to be inspired, educated, informed, motivated. Come with an expectation to build your network, because in real estate, it's all about networking. Come with an expectation to build your business contacts. So I want to encourage everybody who's tuned in, you don't want to miss this on Saturday. This is a great opportunity to be in one room with 100 women of influence, of power, of impact, of change, and to learn. I always say invest in yourself. That is the number one thing, invest in yourself. And this is a platform to invest in yourself in, as Abba said, the diverse areas in real estate. If you don't know which path to take in real estate, by the end of this program, I guarantee you'll have clarity, you'll have a better idea, because you're going to be fed a lot of information from the various sectors. So you don't want to miss this.
Amazing. And just to add to what you just said, I did a bit of research a couple of years ago with regards to the industry, and it will amaze you that within the industry you have about 80 to 90 different trades in the real estate industry. So just to backtrace what you're saying, if whatever you're doing, you find your place. If you are willing and obedient, you eat the good of the land.
The good of the land.
amazing. But then I'll come back to you before. Let me go back to the Dansua. Dansua, can you hear me? Okay, you're back on. Thank you.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually on.
Okay. In terms of your background, and your experience, for me, let me personalize it. For me, if you're the best in what you do without any legacy or being significant to impact, whatever you do, we can talk about it, but it will not hold water. Now, the younger ones, I know there are professionals coming, and it's a Saturday. Are you looking are you expecting the uni girls to be there? Those that have been like the African youth in real estate. I don't know if Hannah is expecting some of them to be turning up. But my question is, you are a professional in the industry. What is your expectation for the younger ones, and what you can pass on if they are to turn up?
Thanks, Bossman. Well, definitely the expectation is that we are going to appeal to a younger demographic, from those who are still in university, still undergoing studies, to those who have completed doing national service, or even just a couple of years outside of national service, irrespective of the course that they may be doing. Like Hannah and Abba have said, real estate is fundamentally investment, right? There's so many angles to look at it, but it is fundamentally an investment. And so you don't necessarily have to be a student of real estate in the beginning to fully understand or to pursue a career in real estate.
Right.
Now, why we want younger people to come on board is because it shortens your learning curve. There's a lot that I know now that perhaps if I had known a bit earlier, things would have happened differently for me. Some things could have come quicker for me. And we're going to be there, obviously, to serve as representation of what can be done, but also to be there as mentors, to guide people in courses they should take, guide people in networking and how to leverage off relationships. A lot of things that are not taught in the university. And I would say this, I did land economy, and Abba can probably weigh in on this. So I am real estate trained, but nothing trains you more than work. Nothing trains you more than actually coming into contact with people who are doing what it is that you want to do, or people who are in fields that are of interest to you. The university degree, it's a very good foundation. But the thing is, interacting with industry is so pivotal. And that is actually what we miss a lot in our part of the world. If you look at other jurisdictions, there are things like apprenticeships, work experience, where people have hands-on experience, hands-on contact with people who are actually on the job doing the work. And it really, really shortens the learning curve. And when the learning curve is shortened, it means a lot more can be done.
Right.
Not only for the individual, but also for the economy. And this is not a Ghanaian thing. It isn't even a women's thing. It's an African thing. Africa is on the cusp of, revolution. It's we're like in a renaissance period where there's so much opportunity, there's so much leverage, because Africa is such a young continent, and we want to bring all of these to our up and coming, sisters. Maybe there'll be a few men in the audience who will be coming to the event, and they usually say catch them young, and we want to catch them young in this regard as far as real estate is concerned, and just set them on the right path, and not just leave them there, but also be there for them every step of the way, serve as their guides, their mentees, and bring them into rooms. Sometimes that's all you need to be in the right network, the right environment, and that can pivot you to exactly where it is that you want to be. That's what we want to facilitate through this conference. So, yeah, the young demographic is definitely part of our key demographic that we want to attend.
Okay, that's powerful. Thank you, Danswa. And I'll go back straight to Abba. And Abba, you guys have got some powerful and some mega industry giants behind you. You've put together, and for that to happen, it's a statement that you guys have made that you mean business. And how did you bring these guys together? Did you just sell the dream that, or because hey, as women we are now, after Beijing, after Beijing, we want to make a statement and all those stuff. But my main question is that, to bring these giants together, for them to back you up and to make it happen, what do you think? What statement are you trying to make to the others that are sitting on the fence?
Well, I would want to answer this question by saying that there's an adage in Akan.
Okay.
I don't know how to translate that in English, but
we'll try.
The food your piano, any your piano, so right?
Okay. I'll do
the one who is climbing
a good tree. Yeah?
Help me here, please. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's the one who's charting a worthy cause, who gets the support.
The support,
yes. And so, yes, like you're saying, we have giants backing us. We have endorsements from beyond the routine. We have endorsements and partnership with Ghana Investment Promotion Council. We have Republic Bank partnering with us. We have First National Bank also partnering with us, M&O Law Consult. These are people who've seen the vision. When you have a vision like this, when you are charting a worthy cause, you don't need to speak much. People see into it. They believe in what you are doing. And so they would want to lend a hand, support, so that the vision is realized. And so to answer your question, yes, they see what we're doing, and they are very interested in it because they are all for empowerment of women as well, just like we are, and they are willing to support and be part of it. And we are really grateful to all our sponsors and partners.
Powerful. And I wish anyway, we'll talk about that behind the scenes. But let me come back to Hannah. Hannah, the 20th, that's the maiden edition for African women in real estate. Now, the statement you're going to be making, for me, the impact and also how it can be sustained. And I love the fact that the three of you coming together, because a 3-4 chord cannot be broken. That's what the scriptures makes us understand. So therefore, the future of the African women in real estate, how do you see it? Is it going to get bigger, better, or is just going to be in Accra? It's a provoking question, though. So,
thank you. So I'll just add another sponsor. Abbas mentioned all the sponsors, and our headline sponsor is Sukasa Properties. So we want to thank them as well for believing in this vision and helping to champion it as well. And absolutely, I think every year is going to get bigger and better, and I do see the future as definitely brighter. I would say, just coming off of the aftermath of the African youth in real estate, we are still getting calls today where people are saying that they were so impacted, their eyes were open, they didn't understand the value chain in real estate. And now, because they do, they're interested, and this is a career path they would like to begin a journey on. So I definitely think that after this conference, more people would be enlightened about real estate. I know I'm going to be speaking about real estate as an investment and focusing on buying a house beyond a home and buying a house for profit, to empower women and showing them necessary steps to take to begin the journey of creating wealth through home ownership, one home at a time. And I think that, it's a mindset shift. For myself, I'd say that there are two key male figures in my life that made me realize that it doesn't matter what my gender is, but I need to focus on the value that I bring to a society, or the value that I bring to any community. And I'll say my father is one, and also my headmaster in my high school in Kenya. We had a mantra that is tag girls try, tag girls do, that we can do everything and achieve everything we set our minds to. So I think not only is this empowering women about real estate, but it's also encouraging them to have a mindset shift and to understand that, yes, they can do this as well as men. So yes, it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter.
The men will be getting together soon. Don't worry. They've been doing their own thing. You see, look, the honest truth, ladies. Let me say this.
We'll host.
The men don't like me saying this. I've been criticized for that. But you know what? Today, if you in Ghana, if you no matter the political party they are coming from, if you put a woman forward as the presidential candidate for a party, I'll volunteer to do to become the campaign manager for that woman, because I know that women are straight when it comes to leadership. Women can manage and manage and manage. There's a word I was going to use, but by the time I leave here, the calls will be coming through. But on a serious note, I know that women, when they set their eyes to achieve something, you guys can do it and do it and do it well. Men are good, but you know what? We've come. I mean, it started from men to women, but now the other way around. So we've come from women. So you guys have handled us so well, and I believe that, hey, African women in real estate is going to be a success. I'm so excited about this whole project. So it's good news. But my main thing is, I hope it's not just going to be Ghana. That is very key. I hope it's not going to be just Ghana. That's why should we be looking at next year Ghana, the third year Ghana, or?
No, I mean, Bossman, as the name implies, it's African women.
Mm-hmm.
And even from our maiden edition, you can see from the list of speakers that we're coming from all over Africa. So next time we're here, which will be next year, definitely it's going to be in a different location. We want to impact a generation of Africans, not exclusively Ghanaians. And so, you know, the vision is very big, but we have to start somewhere, and there's no better place to start than home for the three of us, which is Ghana. But it's definitely going to go beyond the rivers of Ghana, beyond the boundaries of Ghana, into the whole Africa, until it becomes a global event.
Okay, that's powerful. That's good to know, because, hey, I believe that you have to dream big. No matter what, let people criticize, because the more they criticize, the more ideas you get, and I believe in that. Abba, in terms of in terms of the I did not write this question down. As Danso was speaking, I picked up one major thing that I was going to ask, but in terms of the whole setup, as in the other speakers coming from other countries, and also as the host, let me put it that way, as the host, is it something that somebody sitting behind the scenes will be inspired to come and say, you know what, ladies, maybe I'm speaking to myself, ladies, I'm going to sponsor this for the next 5 years? Because I'm saying this because there's somebody that is looking to do that. Is it something that you believe that you guys are going to execute this? You're not going to be distracted with all the applause, but to focus on the goal that come 5 years time, African women in real estate will still be making headlines.
Yes, definitely. For us, there's no turning back. We have started, and it's going to get going. Like we see, that's why we say it's the maiden edition. That alone should tell you that there's more to come, you know. And so once we've started, we've hit the ground running, and we are going to have more of such. It's going to get bigger and better as the years go by. And for a maiden edition that these headline sponsors we've talked about don't even know the outcome but are willing to partner with us and be part of us, then you should know that this is a good thing. Let me put it that way. So we haven't done any yet. This is our first, but we have these companies believing in this vision and willing to sponsor. And so at the end of the event, when the outcome, once we have the outcome and we've seen the women who participated, the women who were impacted, you know, that alone should give other companies the what's the word?
The encouragement, or
the encouragement to want to be part of it. And so yes, our doors are open, our windows are open, we are open for more sponsorship. It's 2 days to go, but even tonight, if sponsorships come in, we are going to accept, we'll be grateful, because this is a cause that is worthy. I keep saying, and I cannot say it enough, that it goes beyond just advocacy. It goes beyond adding to the numbers, but then it becomes a poverty alleviation issue, empowerment issue. Women are going to own land. Women are going to be empowered. Financially, they will be stable, you know, so that narrative that it's only men who can be financially stable will be erased. You know, women are also capable of being financial giants, especially in the area of real estate. So yes, we hope that at the end of this conference, all the sponsors who are aspiring to come on board, I'm sure there are some sponsors or some companies who are just watching how it's going to go, and we can promise them that with what we have in place, it's going to be a good one, and it's not going to be the last. We are going to have a database of every woman who is going to be at the conference. We are going to have more CPDs, continuous professional development. We are going to give them invitations to other events such as these that empower women. And then we are going to update them on when the next is going to be. So yes, all companies, individuals, all those who have our kind of mindset are welcome to be part of us, in terms of sponsorship and partnership for the years to come.
Okay. Thank you for that. We just about to be wrapping up, but let me quickly, if you've just joined us, let me do this quickly before we roll and just have a listen.
Maiden edition of the African Women in Real Estate AWIRE is bringing together 100 women in one room. Women of influence, women of change, women of power. The nation's leading women in real estate are changing the status quo. Saturday, May 20th at the African Region Hotel at 9 a.m. One day of networking, education, deal-making, empowerment, and impact. International speakers are Hannah Atiase, featured on BBC World News, talking about real estate investment opportunities in Ghana. Maleka Benjama, featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show, talking about interior design. Abba Amwa, who is a seasoned valuation and estate surveyor and a property consultant. Anne Rungi, commercial director at Indigo Homes, builders of I Mensa Park. Dansoa Adote, vice president of strategy and operations at Cecil Global. And our MC for the day is Cassandra, the host of the Money Hub show and is featured on the Max Morning Show on Max TV. Our special guest of honor is Madame Teresa Opong Beku, the Chief Executive Officer of Manet Group, which is the second largest real estate firm and among the top 20 firms in the country. She's a trailblazer in real estate, completing over 1,800 homes. She's an inspiration to female entrepreneurs. Don't miss out. Men, you can attend virtually too.
Oh, so you relegated the men to the background. We can do virtual. Hey, Charlie, is this fair?
Yes.
Don't worry. We'll do the virtual. You want the men to do virtual? We'll do virtual.
Yes.
We'll make sure that we'll make sure that the men do virtual and that the women can enjoy themselves. But Hannah, in terms of the setup, the takeaways, as in what the attendees are going to take away on the day, there's so much on that day. But if you're being specific, I know the backgrounds and also the promo just outline what the background of the main speakers are. So the key takeaways, as for somebody that is looking and eager, a lady that wants to spend their Saturday for their life to be changed or transformed, what will be the main takeaways on that day?
If I have to touch on one thing, I would say one of your greatest takeaways should be solidifying partnerships.
Okay.
I am a big believer in partnerships, and real estate is a sector that you need to have good partnerships, good business relationships. Whether it's with clients or other stakeholders, it's important. So women who are coming to the event, your biggest takeaway would be the formation of solid partnerships of key real estate stakeholders.
That's powerful. And there's a saying in the industry that your network is your net worth. Well, it will determine your net worth. So very vital, very key. And if you're networking, I believe it's Danswa that mentioned about the value of networking, what it can add to you. So closing remarks as we begin to wrap up. Let me go straight to Danswa, and then I'll come to Abba, and then we'll be wrapping up. Danswa, can you convince me to do the virtual since you've relegated us?
I can convince you to support a worthy cause, but I can also convince you to come and learn from the best nurturers in the world, which are women. There is so much that's going to be shared on that day. We are going to educate, impact, and inspire. There's absolutely something for everyone. And if you had asked me the question you'd asked Hannah, I would say that there is something for everyone. So come with an expectation. If you're a student, have that expectation to get a bit more clarity in your vision. If you're already in the field, come and solidify your network. If you're looking for partnerships, come with that expectation that there is someone in the room that you're going to connect with professionally, or even in terms of where you are headed. And we know that it's going to be a success. There's no doubt in our mind that it is going to be a success in the first of May. So we look forward to seeing you all on the 20th, especially the men who will be joining as well.
I mean, if I was a prophet, I would say I'm sensing, I can see that it's going to be a success. Oh yeah. Abba, in terms of the people that are going to turn up and people that are looking to, networking is there's a premium on networking in the UK, as you might know, and it being in the industry, I know how the value it's added to me, the network I've been able to get into, the people that I would have never met. I mean, talk about billionaires that are in the industry. And so if somebody is sitting on the fence, and this being the maiden edition, I believe if we go through the archives in Ghana, this is the first time that women in real estate are coming together. I stand to be corrected, but I believe so. So, what would you want to tell somebody that is yet to decide?
Yes, so like I think we've said it all, and I'll just have to add that indeed conferences like this and events like this that bring like-minded women together, breaks the ice, sort of. There are certain women of power, women of impact, that you can't get access to on a regular basis, on a daily basis. You can't just walk into their office and see them. Sometimes you have to make an appointment, you have to call secretaries, you have to, go through a lot of hassle to be able to contact them. This is an event that is bringing all of us under one umbrella. You may be sitting next to a CEO who has the key to that contract that you have been, looking forward to. So come, there was a time I went to an event and we were all seated at a table, three of us, and everybody was quiet. And so I decided to break the ice. And usually I do that a lot. Tell them
good.
what I do.
That's good. I hate boring environment. I hate boring environment.
I'm sorry.
I said I hate boring environment.
I know, right? I know, I do too. And so we were seated at the table, and then there was a young lady, and so I got into conversation with her. And then I had already spoken to the one to my right. She was to my left. And so I asked her what she did. She said she was a makeup artist.
Okay.
And then I asked this one what she did. She said she was an actress or something like that. And I'm like, look, you have a client right here beside me. You could have just engaged her and you could get business. You know, so networking is very important. Like I was saying earlier on, there are places where you cannot get access to, but conferences like this can bring all of us together. Talk to somebody. Remember to bring a call card. You know, the value you are going to get from this conference cannot be compared to the 250 CDs that you are paying. These days, 250 CDs can't really do much. You know, and so come, it's not too late. Go to ticketmailer.com, get your tickets. Go to Nalem Clothing at the Accra Mall. You can get a ticket. You can go to Vidai Cafe at Laboni, Junction Mall, Accra Mall, East Legon. You can get your ticket. It is not too late. Come and let us network and break deals.
I love that, and I'm inspired. Seriously, I wish men were invited. I would have been there, but
you can join virtually.
Virtually, okay. Whilst you guys enjoy the breakfast and the lunch, anyway. On a lighter note, the 250, I think, it's. I want to say it's peanut based on the value that if you're a lady, if you're a woman, that you're at crossroads, you're laying people off, you can make your next move with this conference. There's so much to do in the industry, so why would you not spend 250? Whilst that 250, if you sit at Papaya or go to any restaurant, you spend even more than that. But this is to add value. You get networking, value that you can't trade for anything. And if we are to say there's a prophet coming, even though there's a prophetess amongst us, if we are to say there's a prophet coming, and he holds the oil in the flyer, you see, he's got a vials of oil and the flags, and you see the people that are going to troop there. Look, God is real. Jesus showed up and did everything he did, but he was real. So therefore, until you get to where you also move, any faith you have that leaves the whole responsibility to God is an irresponsible faith. So you've been praying and sitting in prayer camps. Now is the time to rise up and go to this particular African women in real estate conference. This is where possibly your destiny will change forever, and the prayer you've been praying will be answered there. So possibly I thought that I'll add that to it, and I believe that is going to be a huge success. And next year it will be where another city in Africa, and it will grow from strength to strength. Ladies, the floor is still yours. If you want to wish, or if you want to say thank you, or you want concluding remarks, or whatever, you can please. The floor is yours. I can start with Danswa, and then go to Anna, then Abba. As we wrap up, if
right, I my concluding thoughts. I'll defer to Hannah to conclude on our behalf.
Okay. Hannah.
All right.
The floor.
Thank you, Danswa, and thank you, Abba. It's always wonderful to see women in unity. And I would say that the leadership that both these women exemplify has been remarkable. And it's been a great pleasure working side by side with both of them to give birth to this unique vision that has never happened in this country. What I would say to other women is that across the globe, we see that a lot of women who are millionaires today started with a real estate portfolio. In fact, I mentioned that only 8.1% of women in Africa own properties, but overseas that number is tremendously bigger. And women are learning how to create wealth through home ownership across the globe. We need to begin to see that here in Ghana, in this continent. And I would say that be the one that makes the change in your family lineage, in your households. Be that destiny changer. Be that one that leaves a legacy of wealth, of generational wealth, just from using this conference as a reference point to say, I went to this conference, I learned how I can begin to create wealth for me and my generation through home ownership, and be on the list of millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires in Africa simply because I made an effort to come to this conference. So I want to encourage you once again to register. Go to ticketmiller.com, visit the various physical outlets and register. And I want to say a special thank you to all the sponsors who have believed in us. A particular sponsor said that, look, I would love to sponsor this event year after year after year. Powerful. We haven't even started one event, but the faith is there, the support is there, and we are so appreciative of that. And we believe that every woman that comes will go back home and with a different mindset and begin to help change the trajectory in their families. So women, we are looking forward to seeing you on Saturday.
That's powerful. That is awesome. Amazing. Wow. Okay, so the 20th is just under 48 hours to go. And as Hannah said, you can still register. Is it Ticket Miller?
Ticket Miller, yes. Yeah. Ticketmiller.com or eventbrite.com.
Or Eventbrite, okay. So you have no excuse and you have to be there. It's quite important, and I'm just trying to get this and then we'll be wrapping up now. Okay, I'll get that and play it again. The video is going to be played again, so if you happen to have missed any of this show, please do not worry at all. You can either do a replay on all the social media platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, Periscope, TuneIn Radio, that's Listen on the Go, and also on our amazing interactive app, which you can download on Apple or Android, and you can also listen to that on the go. But hey, let me say congratulations to you ladies. I'm so proud of you, and I believe that hey, this is just the beginning of greater things that you are going to be doing for the continent, and it's gonna be like wildfire, you know. It's gonna be like wildfire. It's gonna be like wildfire. Because when women come together and they decide to do, put their heads together and decide and focus on a goal, they achieve it and they do it big time. So once again, thank you for coming on, and we highly appreciate you. Have a good evening, and I believe that I'll be there since we've been relegated to virtual. We'll do the virtual. It's okay to do a virtual.
Yes, it's okay.
All right, so ladies, thank you ever so much, and have a good evening, and we wish you all the best. Have a great time. We'll do the virtual side of things. We'll still be advertising for you, and we hope and pray that everything will go according to plan. So Abba, Danswa, Hannah, thank you, and have a good evening. Good night, or good night. Yeah.
Thank you as
Thank
well.
you for having us.
All
Thank
right
you
then.
so much.
Take care.
Thank
All
you.
right then. Okay, so you had it for yourself, amazing ladies, and talking about the African women in real estate conference taking place on the 20th of this month. That's under 48 hours. Why would you want to miss this if you're a lady? Look, the real estate industry is the only industry that's real. That's it. So if you want to get on the ladder, or if you want to do business in the industry, there's so much for you to do. As a lady said, look, your network is your net worth. You can't afford to miss this. If you're in Ghana, hey, what are you doing this Saturday? That I mean, 250. I'm not looking down on like the amount that to you it's huge, but the value is what you have to look at. So hey ladies, I'll urge you to make sure that you'll be able to attend. You can get a ticket for yourself on ticketmiller.com or Eventbrite. Just type or look out for African women in real estate, and hey, you'll be able to attend. But if you're not in Ghana, the good news is that there's a virtual version of the conference that you can tune in. You can register and still go for the virtual version, which I believe that will also help add value. You can learn and get the best out of the whole conference. So I'm going to try and play the video. There's a promo video that I am going to play. You can get loads of information. The speakers that are going to be there, just bear me. I think I'll get it played in a second. So we'll get this done, right? And let me do this.
On mobile and soon on DAB. This is Starr Radio UK, the leading Afro-Caribbean radio station in London.
Broadcasting live online. Sit back, relax.
Thanks for listening.
Hi there, this is CJ Buckman, your life coach. And whenever I'm in London, I listen to Star Radio UK right here. But guess what? You can listen to wherever you are.
The property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Star Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Check me out. He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes.
How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzanne. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of the darkness. The hole of darkness.
So what did that?
Myself and the world will adjust. And 2019.
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on the CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Star Radio.
Listen to Aunties Mary, Lottie and Regina on the Family Enrichment Programme on Star Radio UK. This and every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m.
Some people are wicked because don't make it your business going about revealing
people's secrets. Don't be a busybody.
And some people. Today's typical family is under pressure from various directions. Divorce is on the increase. More and more of the Afro-Caribbean youth are taking to crime, etc. The Family Enrichment Program brings together a team of qualified experts to discuss and shed light on how we can make our families better and stronger. It is said the family can do without the society, but the society can't. Listen to the Family Enrichment Program this and every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Star Radio UK, your favourite Afro-Caribbean radio station in London.
Download our app in iTunes and the Google Play Store.
everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.